everyone. Hi, I am Vaishnavi, and if you've seen the past two videos, I have talked about why I decided to do MBA and 6 months into it, and then after 6 months of MBA, when my job began, and now 1 year has been completed, and it's been 1 year since my job began as a management trainee at Marsh McLennan, and I've been promoted to assistant manager now, and I am part of the financial and professional liabilities team. So, how has it been so far? The first thing is that it's completely different from how architecture practice functions, because architecture is generally practiced in smaller at a smaller scale in a smaller group of people, but this company that I'm working with has close to, I think, 40,000 people all over the world, and in India I think close to 1,000 people, pan India. The culture is, since it's a US based company, the culture is not it's not Indianized to that extent. It still follows like it's a flat structure. You can easily reach out to anyone, and the work hours are pretty manageable. It is hybrid friendly. It also it pays well, and it gives me the freedom to do things that I've been wanting to do ever since I graduated, which was in 2019 from my architecture degree, and 2023 from my MBA in finance. So it is pretty liberating. The team is the team is also pretty chill, and there's a learning curve to the job. It's been 1 year, but still, I feel like I've learned a lot of things on the job. That's not a lot what MBA can prepare you for. But what MBA does for you is that it will make you ready to take on anything. Like you can easily handle any tasks that are given. I don't think that would have happened just on architecture graduation, because you're wired a certain way. You think about the world in a very defined perspective that is taught as part of the architecture school, and you sort of romanticize also a lot of things. But given that it's such a rigorous course, it makes MBA and post MBA everything looks pretty easy, because the kind of work hours that an architect has to put in, and the kind of work hours that I'm putting it right now, there's drastic difference, and you still get respected, compensated well, even though you're not working those abnormal hours anymore. Like, I remember when I was practicing as a junior architect, I used to go to office at 9 and come back at 11 or 12 in the night, and that was like a usual thing during architecture. But that is something that I don't think I am interested in working for those many hours. Like, I do like to do multiple things in a day. Like, work is just one part of it. Like, I do like to read during my day. I like to exercise, cook if I get time, and so there are things that I had wanted to do ever since I had graduated as an architect, but didn't know how. And the money that I was getting paid, which was like, when I started as a junior architect, the maximum that they pay is 25 or 30,000, say, and post MBA, it was just a year's gap. When I decided, okay, I'll pursue MBA, and I'll look at what opportunities are there in the market, which I'm not being able to access. So, like, the jump is nearly 5-6 times of what I was earning pre-MBA. So so that is, I mean, that kind of pay gap that exists in the market, sometimes it's bizarre, like how come like a change in degree impact your life so much. So this was it, but also, like, there are some parts of this corporate life that I mean, for example, what I do right now is I offer risk solutions to businesses to cover them for any like financial loss that they might incur while they are conducting their business as usual. Now, that could be due to cyber attack, or due to employee fraud, or due to product recall because you're not complying with the regulatory body, or some customer has fallen sick because of the products that you have sold and you need to recall it, or you'll have to compensate the vendor for whatever loss that they might incur, or your director or officer of the company has faced any litigation because of say sexual harassment or any wrongful act that they have done. So there are various uh, incidents that can lead to a business loss, and we aim to cover that as part of the FinPro team. So that is something I do, completely different from what 6 years of my life were. 5 years of my architecture, and then 1 year post architecture trying to figure out, is this the right field? And so sometimes I do miss the design aspects, like drawing, sketching, making really good drawings. I do miss that, but there are parts of the job that I don't miss at all. Like I didn't like working drawing, for that matter. I used to have a lot of fun in the ideation stage, but then when you start making all those drawings, those technical drawings, that was not my area of interest. And also, living in Mumbai, the pay doesn't suffice. You can't save enough, you can't splurge on yourself or invest. So it didn't allow for any of it. And the gestation period for that career to for it to really pay you back is longer. And I just thought that maybe in the limited years that when you are actually completely active and can give your all, I wanted to see if there was more that I could get out of it, more that would help in my life, more that would sort of take it to the next level. So that's when these thoughts about what can you do next, because all my architecture undergrad, I was preparing for MArch, the right kind of portfolio, right kind of projects, right kind of internships. But then once you start working, it's different. I still feel like the field in India needs to be much more like organized and not fragmented the way that it is. Also, it needs to start paying more to the people that put in the number of hours. I believe maybe it's because of the scale that the firms function at, and the kind of projects. The projects usually take longer to complete. So, like for example, if like I'm working over in Marsh, and over there we have like a shorter turnaround time for any deal to get completed, for us to make revenue out of that deal. So that's why, maybe I think that's why the company could be scaled at that level, it could pay its employees at that level. That is something that architecture as a field sometimes misses, that the turnaround time for projects becomes longer, and the money that you're making of one project and then giving to its employees, that's where the gap happens, because the volume of the projects is not that much, the kind of volume that you would see in consulting or in tech. So that is one reason why I think it's still an underpaid field, but I do miss parts of it, and I think parts of it also shaped how I approach problems over here, clients over here, because architecture does teach you how to understand your customers or your clients in a better way. It teaches you how to talk to multiple people, be comfortable with varied kind of conversations. So that is something that it does teach. So this entire 1 year has been full of learning, and let's see now like how I would like to shape it further, and how would it be, because it's been 1 year, and maybe in some time I would like to give it more thought, like is this exactly what aligns with my interests and my goals for the larger picture in life that I have. So yeah, this was just a quick recap. Not so quick, I mean for 10 minutes, but still. Okay then, see you in the next video.